It's a brand new day, and recently Raft developers returned from their summer hiatus and have resumed work on the infamous Chapter 3 update. One of the developers took to the Discord recently to announce their return a couple weeks back, and since then the silence between the community and the development team has pretty much been broken, but it hasn't all been straightforward. And today I'm going to go through each teaser we've received since then and dissect it to the point where we have an idea of what to expect. So, on the 24th of August, in the same message where Benson announced work on the next update has resumed, a picture was also attached, and I covered it briefly in the entire history of Raft video, which you should totally check out, by the way. Click the link in the top right hand corner of your screen right now. Anyways, it shows a very picturesque night screenshot of what appears to be some sort of factory, and that's only a first glance assessment. If we zoom in, we can clearly see the night sky being illuminated by whatever is in this massive nuclear tower, so perhaps that means it's filled with some sort of liquid or toxin. As we know, the hogs on Caravan Island and the rats in Vazakatan are known to be pretty mutated to some extent, and it's quite possible that this toxin or liquid that has caused the mutation is actually held in this container. Stay with me. I think we'll be given the task of destroying or essentially quarantining this liquid to stop all of these mutations and any possible future infections. So we could perhaps be seeing hazmat suits added to protect us from this weird virus perhaps, which is quite ironic because it does link with what's going on in the real world. But of course, I will not be mentioning the C word in this video. Anyways, back to the toxic liquid theory. If these factory towers are indeed filled with it, well then does that mean someone is there producing it? Perhaps we're going to uncover a dark secret about someone's operations. And on top of this stuff, when I say the word factory, what's the first word that comes to your mind? For me, well, automation. And you know what that could mean? We may be getting our hands on some awesome new automation items. Maybe we can finally start producing industrial sized water and food so that we never ever have to cook or purify it ever again. Either way, there are so many possibilities that can come with the introduction of a factory location, so obviously I'm beyond excited to see what it's going to offer us. But merely 3 days after this teaser, the announcement channel in the official Raft Discord went crazy once again, but this time it was even bigger. Benson once again keeps the community on the edge of their seats by releasing this image of a construction site location. Now, personally to me this looks a lot like those VARUNA point concept arts, and I could be completely wrong, but that's the feeling I'm getting from this. Straight away, right at the front of the image, a big ass crane can be seen, and I'm thinking we may be able to use it like the crane at Tangaroa. It would be pretty cool, let's not lie. Also, can we just talk about the fact that the construction site has quite clearly been attacked? I mean, building hasn't just stopped, it is almost totally destroyed at the top, and this would support my theory of someone going against the human race of some sort of way. Maybe it's time for us to finally fight back instead of just running away, and that's where the factory may come into play. It's possible that that's their headquarters or something similar, and we're going there to infiltrate it and to stop their operations. I hope my theories are finally starting to come together and make sense to you guys, because I know they are kind of far-fetched, but let's not lie, it would be kind of cool to be able to fight actual humans in the game, or maybe even aliens. Perhaps it's a whole nother species. Anyways, back to the construction site, or what I assume to be Varuna Point. We can see metal pretty much everywhere, and even piles of bricks can be seen just to the right of the big metal shipping container. So surely we get our hands on some extra building materials in this update. Being able to finally make your raft out of something other than wood, it'd be so cool. And with the introduction of something like this, obviously brick and metal would weigh a ton, a lot more than wood. So it's possible that stronger engines will be needed to be able to power such a heavy raft, or maybe we can even start calling them ships. We would finally be able to create some insane floating cities with texture and loads of different materials, and I mean, that's something I would absolutely fall head first for. I don't know about you guys. I truly think this update will change Raft forever because of the new additions that will be introduced, and it will be absolutely insane, probably even unfathomable for what we're thinking right now. I do think automation and expansion will be a massive part of this update, and that sounds like a bit of me, I'm not gonna lie. I love the idea of infinitely expanding your raft and just making things automate themselves so that I never have to harvest potatoes again. I mean, wouldn't it just be so cool to just watch a machine harvest your beetroot for you, or collect and purify your water automatically and store it in a big old container? I mean, I do think we'll get loads of more storage in this update as well, but perhaps in a different form from what we've seen before. Instead of having small and large chests. Perhaps, as seen in the factory image, those massive towers which are known to store immense amounts of the same thing. Maybe we'll get a blueprint for them, or maybe not those big things, but perhaps a smaller version of them. Maybe it can store water or any other liquid which could be of use to us. I mean, imagine that. You could just open up your big tank of water, and for the next 100 in-game days, you've got water there and you'll never have to refill it. Finally, those are the 2 new teasers given to us covered. But there is one more thing. Just 2 days ago, Andre presented the community with an extremely intriguing question, which has brought up loads of speculation and mystery. He said, quote, "Hello Rafters, we're planning to redo some of the storyline for the next chapter. So far, has the storyline in Raft interested you?" Unquote. And if you're anything like me, this would make you question absolutely everything. Could this mean we'll have to completely start over in chapter 3 in order to experience things which have been changed in chapter 1 and 2? I mean, personally, I don't think we'll have to, and I honestly hope we don't have to restart, as that's kind of what makes Raft updates special. But it's clear to see that they're trying to gather community opinions, and that's always an amazing sign. They clearly care about the community input and are trying to perfect the game for their experience. So thank you to all of the developers, you're doing an amazing job, and I do think chapter 3 will bring light to how much of an amazing game Raft really is. That's all for today though guys, we're just speculating and guessing as to what we're gonna get, but I sure am excited. I hope you guys are too. Make sure to keep an eye on the Discord in the upcoming weeks, it could get pretty intense in there. If you guys aren't in the Raft Discord, that link is down in the description below, and as always my Discord is always linked down there as well. It released a couple days ago, I'm always in there. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, drop it a like real quick, and if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe, turn on my notifications because I'd love you forever, and enjoy the rest of your day guys. I will see you next time.